welcome back to a loaded boat on its way to Capri, and I arrived at the port just minutes before this one was leaving. I didn't know the ferry times, I just turned up and there was a bit of a hustle and bustle in the ticket office, lots of people shouting and skipping the queue in front of me, and I was thinking like, what's all the rush about? And then I got to the front of the queue. He said it leaves in 2 minutes. You get your ticket now, you can make it. And I said, okay. So I got the ticket. This is the fast one, which is 20 euros. If you go for the slow one, it's 14 euros. I didn't want to waste too much time getting there. Maybe I'll take the slow one on the way back. Anyway, it's great to be on the boat, and I'm looking forward to heading off to the exotic island. As you can see, there's a nice air-conditioned apartment with lots of leather seating, so it's quite a comfortable ride, I believe. And there's even a little bar there where you can get some drinks, espresso, whatever you need, pastries, cornetto. So I think I'll find myself a seat and try and enjoy the journey. There isn't a great viewing point from the platform. You're not allowed really to get close to the edge. Wow, look at that. Beautiful buildings and cliffs, and immediately hit with all the touristy stuff, the restaurants and the souvenir shops, but wow, it's absolutely beautiful. Ciao. I'm looking forward to making my way up to Capri town, which is in the center, and just strolling around today, kind of relaxing and soaking in what there is to see on this beautiful island. And I'm also pretty hungry right now, so the first thing on my mind is food. On my way walking through to try and find some food and taking in all these views, I just got talking to one of the waiters in one of the numerous frontside restaurants and cafes who was really friendly, and he was saying that right now this particular street is usually just so crowded with people, it's almost impassable, and that they have tens of thousands of visitors, over 20,000 a day here, coming from Naples, coming from Sorrento. And he was saying that in his particular establishment, they make around 4,000 euros a day on a regular basis. At the moment, they're earning 400 euros a day. And on a normal weekend, at the moment, here in July, August of Capri, he says 10% on a Saturday and Sunday of usual capacity. On a weekday like today, this is not even 10%, of course, of the usual capacity. So just to give you some context about what the tourism industry is like here in Italy at this very moment in 2020. So when you first arrive in Capri, you're greeted by those first few restaurants, and by way of experience from traveling, I usually tend to avoid those ones, go a little bit further down, which is what I've done, and I've come around the corner here and I found this fantastic restaurant called Lo Smeraldo. Take a look at the view I've got here with my table. It's beautiful, and then the cliffs behind me there, colourful houses, and people swimming in the water just next to me. It's really good. And I've ordered a couple things. I will show you when they arrive. So just finished my lunch there in that really quaint spot, sitting in front of the view over towards Naples. You can see Vesuvio in the distance, and I had a salmon and orange salad for starters, and then afterwards spaghetti with anchovies, pine nuts and raisins. It was unbelievably good. I'm telling you, the food there was incredible, and the view, the ambience, everything, just amazing. I'm loving the vibe of Capri. Proper holiday Mediterranean, although we're not quite on the Mediterranean destination. But now, to get into the main town, I'm going up the funicular to get to the center of the island. You can walk up there, but a Brazilian friend that I met, hello if you're watching, in Naples, told me that it's not worth really doing all the walking up in the hot weather. It's nicer just to take the funicular up, and then when you get there, walk around the cliffs and go to some of the nice viewpoints and exert your energy then. So I'm now here on the funiculare. Terrible Italian pronunciation. It's €2 for one way, and if you want to get a return ticket, then it's going to set you back €4. I think pretty good value. How about it? Jaw-dropping views from the top here. The white buildings against the cliff tops, and the views, Vesuvio, Napoli in the far distance, funicular going back down behind me. That is breathtaking. From the funicular, walking directly into Piazza Umberto, which is the tiny square at the center of town with its famous clock tower just above me. Lots of expensive drinks and cafes here, but you can't deny that it's a nice place. As I mentioned, Capri is normally throbbing with tourists, so it's pretty nice to walk my way through Capri town and its quiet streets. And I'm heading slightly northeast to a particular point, which is sitting on the cliffs overlooking the azure blue sea. And I'll let you know when I get there what it's all about. So the walk I'm doing is along the Via Tiberio, which is named after the famous Roman Emperor Tiberius, who actually chose Capri as his island retreat. The streets here in Capri are free of cars, except these little things, which I don't know the name of. Let's call them Italian rickshaws. They're the only thing, and they're quite quiet as well, which is great because there's no noise of engines and motorbikes. All you can hear is sort of birds chirping, crickets, and a slight breeze. Truly a walk for the memory bank among one of the most beautiful places I've seen in Europe. I haven't been down to the Amalfi Coast yet, but certainly Capri is up there with the continent's very best in terms of stunning places, a combination of architecture, houses and beautiful environment, scenery, volcanoes, blue waters, jaw-dropping cliffs, and just splendid and beautiful walks all over the island, up and down hills, lush greenery, and at this present time, few people. I'm nearly there at the villa which I've been aiming to reach along this pathway from Capri town, and I just reached this quite nice vantage point where we can see a few of the other islands surrounding Naples, 3 in total, and they go by the names of Ischia, which is the largest of the 3 including Capri, and the other smaller one, Procida. You can reach both of them by ferry like I did today, and they're also worth visiting on their own. Capri is the most famous, associated with celebrities and the high life, I suppose, and lots to do on this island, but those other 2 are still worth mentioning and researching if you want to go a bit further. So after the 40-minute or so walk from Capri town, I'm now here by Villa Jovis, €6 to enter. What is it? It was the largest of the 12 villas built by Roman Emperor Tiberius on Capri Island, and it was his main residence. As you can see from here, incredible views, and over here there is the Amalfi Coast on the south side of this peninsula and Sorrento on the north side, and views of the boats below and the steep rocky cliffs. Just gorgeous. Villa Jovis today is now reduced to ruins, but dates back to the time of Emperor Tiberius, which was around 14 to 37 AD. An excellent vantage point from the top of Jovis, the largest island of the 3, Ischia, there, and next to it, Procida. Then you have the coastline up to Naples directly ahead, Vesuvius looming over, Pompeii round the corner, Sorrento, and then the Amalfi Coast on that side. Having walked back down into town from Jovis, you can see here all of the expensive clothes shops tailored to Europe's richest clients who come here and stay in the expensive hotels and dine on the fine food. You can see how busy the central square is now in the evening, and the bell clanging away there.